Hi 𝙃𝙀𝙧𝙬𝙧 and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna talk to you about 7 webtoons that I love. First thing first, for you to know, I read all my webtoon, or at least most of them, on the app Webtoon itself, and I choose English language because most of the time there is faster update in English language rather than French. So the 7 webtoon I'm gonna talk about have like different type. We got some boy love, we got some mythology and love, we got some science fiction, we got a bit of everything. The first one is, I guess, the one that's the most famous of the 7 I'm gonna talk about, and it's 𝙃𝙀𝙀𝙀, which is basically the story between Hades and Persephone in a webtoon way and in a cute way, if we can say it like this. So yeah, that's basically it. Just for you to know, at least in France they have it. I'm quite sure that they get it in English language too, but yeah, there is like the first, for sure, 2 volumes of the book that are out. I'm not doing any promotion here, I'm not sponsored to receive those books, I paid them with my own little money, but yeah, I got the 2 first one. I know that the 3rd one is currently getting ready, at least in French, so I'm planning to get it. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you don't know about this story, I would deeply advise you, especially if you also like mythology. That's just a very good webtoon. The second one is a bit more another vibe. It's not mythological at all actually, and it's called Let's Play. So I'm gonna like put you the visual here with, like, maybe if I can put the link also of the thing in the description. So I'm gonna read the summary of them, as I don't want to spoil and I don't know how to not spoil. So she is young, single, and about to achieve a dream of creating an incredible video games. But then life threw her a one-two punch. A post-plus streamer gives her a first game a sketching review, a really bad review, like a 1 star out of 5, because you cannot put 0 star. That's basically the vibe. Even worse, she finds out that the same troublesome critic is now have a new neighbor. So it's a bit of gaming, a bit of meme, social anxiety, a bit of everything, family's issue too. So yeah, I would deeply advise you, first, if you like video games, if you like role-play games, and if you like, for once, a story where women are in the center and are the main actor or actress. This webtoon is really good. I deeply advise you to read it, find out very entertaining. We're gonna continue on, and we're gonna talk about Down to Earth, which is a story about a little alien girl, which is so cute. So let me read the summary. Cade lives his average life alone and undisturbed, until a cute alien girl crashes into his backyard. By opening up his home, will this otherworldly girl inadvertently open his heart. So it's a cute love story about basically an alien girl being saved by a human, well, hidden by a human, with an alien girl trying to fit in the human world while she's not a human. I'm gonna spare everything else that's happening, but it's really cute. Once again, really easy to read and really funny to read. I love the drawing. I love, actually, like, the personalities of the character in this one. I just find it like really good, and I hope that one day it's gonna come as a book, because trust me, I will buy it. We're gonna continue with one of the latest one I started to read, suggested by one of my co-workers actually, which is called Omniscient Reader. As you can guess, the title has something to do with the main character. 𝙃𝙀𝙀 was an average office worker whose sole interest was reading his favorite web novel, 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse. But when the novel suddenly becomes reality, he is the only person who knows how the world will end. Armed with this realization, 𝙃𝙀𝙀 uses understanding to change the course of the story and the world as he knows it. So basically we are talking about a nerd working in his office, and that just read his favorite web novel in the subway from home to work and work to home. And at one point, on one day, the story of the novel he was reading becomes reality. Which means that if you remember the title I gave you, which is Omniscient Reader, can give you the hint of what's gonna happen afterwards. We're gonna continue with our last romance, but not that much romance, but still romance webtoon, which is called Marry My Husband. It's one of the newest ones. There is like currently, let me not tell bullshit, 16 episodes in it, so it's really recent one, but I found the intrigue quite interesting and I really like it. When Ji-won, a 37-year-old cancer patient working on her husband and best friend, she realized her whole life has been a lie. What's worse, she dies a tragic death at the hand of her husband. Would things have been different if she had made different choices? Fortunately for Ji-won, she is given the chance to rewrite her fate when she's reincarnated in her younger self. This time she vows to live a happy life. But first comes revenge. Her plan? To marry off her new former best friend to her lying, cheating husband. So yeah, it's a story of a woman that just dies from her husband's hand after discovering that he cheats on her with her best friend. And she doesn't die, she gets reincarnated in her younger self. So like few years ago, before she married him and before they even really start dating. And yeah, she just has the opportunity to change everything. But you know, we all know a webtoon is not a webtoon without some drama, without some flavor. And this has its bunch of flavors that she discovers because she didn't know it was possible, but it's actually possible. And now that she realizes it, she sees everything quite differently. We're gonna finish with two boys' love. So if you are not into boy loves, which is boy ex-boy relationships, you can just switch this and or mute me. I don't know, you just do whatever you wanna, but that's not gonna potentially interest you. For your knowledge, I read it not first because it's a boy love, even though I love boy love, because actually people that write boy loves usually are better writers than people that write heterosexual relation, which is quite funny to me. But yeah, anyways. The first one is, I guess, quite new because there is only like 46 chapters, and it's called Lorem Ipsum, which is basically the by default stuff when you insert text somewhere. That's how we call it. So I'm gonna read once again the summary. Childhood friends who separated for 2 years reunited and found out the other had changed so much since then. Basically the story of two childhood friends that are two boys. No shit, Sherlock, it's a boy love. And yeah, so the oldest one always has wanted to be a big brother to the youngest one. You see it coming. And for 2 years they don't see each other, they don't talk to each other for various reasons that you will discover in the webtoon, and then they start to get to live together for school work reason thingy, collocation vibe. So they are roommates. But yeah, you're gonna discover the whole story plot if you start to read it, so yeah, just discover it. It's quite cute, I like the vibe. It's also quite realistic of it. Last one I will talk about, because there is like 500 stories I could talk about, but I'm gonna stop at 7. The name is called Sugar and Spices. That already sounds gay, so you cannot be surprised that it's a boy love anyways. But yeah, the basically summary of it is a story of 4 dorks finding love in college. We got the story of 2 best friends and 2 other best friends, and they realize that one is attracted to another one, but this one thinks that these 2 guys are fucking asshole, whereas only one of the guy is an asshole. But the asshole guy finds really interesting the ones that think that they are assholes, blah 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 blah. It's currently 5.9 chapters, I don't know how to translate those like this, but 38 apparently, yeah, 38 hashtags, so 38 pages different, really interesting, really cute. Talk about university at the same time, quite interesting for if you're a student. You may then dream too much, but anyways, cute love story. It's going on slowly, but slowly. It's not like, oh my god, I saw him, I'm gonna hook up with him tonight and then realize I have feeling for him. For once, it's not like this. It's more like a on-step in going thing with awkward people and big misunderstanding of each other and each people. So yeah, I find that really interesting. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope that you liked it. Once again, I'm gonna repeat myself. I was not paid to do this content. Nobody's here with a knife trying to be like, if you don't say the good thing, I'm gonna kill you. Nope, nobody. I'm just living alone in my apartment. The only human thing is this skeleton over there in the poster, which is not really human, as you can guess. So yeah, if you like the content, just leave a thumbs up. Leave also comments to tell me if you like more, if you would like to get more videos like this, or if you have any webtoon suggestion for me, because you know webtoon can be read quite fast and it's really hard to find actually good webtoons that are like not too much cliche or Netflix vibe one. So yeah, feel free to give a thumbs up and just comment in the section down below. If it's not the case, also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I promise I'm gonna be more active. This year has been a lot, and it's coming to end. So 2023 gonna make it, and we're gonna make it great. Follow me on social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. I'm telling you, see you next week and a new video, and bye.